from the trackside live, Tony Stewart.
The man. About to smoke.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, we're having a cool party. We appreciate you coming along here and being a part of
our 200th party, and you are the man.
And I feel honored to be here on the two. That's big right there.
Hey, we got you one right down there. You got one right down there.
Oh, man.
That's yours.
I like parties.
Hey, speaking of that, do you still sit in the motorhome, cook pizza, and play cards with the boys?
No.
Stop all that, right?
Not even close. I've got 2 dogs now, 2 cats that we take on the road, and I haven't had time to play cards, and the trainer's got me off the microwave pizzas. So.
And are you in that Subway guy? Are y'all really buddies?
Yeah, actually, he lives on the north side of Indianapolis. He actually lives only about an hour north of me, so we see each other enough that if he thinks I'm starting to gain weight, he gets on me right away. So, and the good thing is that where my high school was, where I graduated, there used to be a candy shop there on the corner right beside the high school, and they turned it into a Subway now. So Subway's only about 2 minutes from my house. So if I get hungry, it's easy. It's a lot quicker than going to the refrigerator and trying to put something in the microwave. I can go down to Subway and be back before I can prepare something myself.
Tony, we were just talking about the prelude to the dream. That's at your track in Eldora. You've got an all-star lineup of guys coming. Let's first talk about the guys, Juan Pablo. Let's talk about the lineup. And how, then I want you to talk about how it all came together.
It's unreal. We got Juan Pablo coming to race on the dirt for the first time. We've got Jeff Gordon coming to race for the first time since 1991. We got 2 drag racers. We got Cruz Petragon and
Ron Capps.
Ron Capps. We got Red Farmer at the young age of 70-something. Nobody knows for sure exactly how old he is.
You can put his name on the trophy.
Yeah, and even Ray Evernham's going to drive a car, and the rest are all Cup drivers. And
now, if you've got Red Farmer, I'm going to challenge your PR people, because the release they put out says 26 drivers, 579 wins, 24 championships. Red Farmer alone has 579 wins.
No kidding. He got that before he was probably 40, so he's got a lot of wins. I know he's been excited. He's got a brand new car that Rocket Chassis is building just for the Prelude, so he's pretty excited about it.
Well,
that's amazing.
Let's talk a little bit about Red Farmer and your relationship. You've raced against Red on several occasions, right?
Yeah, we ran a couple times to get together at the Talladega Short Track.
Does he kick your butt?
I'm going to say, what's it like to race against
We're about 50-50 right now.
Really?
Which, the next race, the one that gets us over the hill, it's going to be bragging rights for a long time, so I don't know that I want to have to run that race yet.
Tony, for people who've never seen a race there, tell the fans that, might want to see it on pay-per-view. What is that track like? Why do so many people, I mean, you said it's going to be standing room only, 20,000 people. A lot of people have seen Bristol, but not a lot of people, or as many, have seen Eldora.
Eldora is like the Bristol of sprint car and late model and wing sprint car racing. So, the great thing about it is, like you're seeing here, I mean, guys can run on the bottom, they can run on the top, and, we put some new dirt on the track this year and kind of taken some of the banking out of the top a little bit and evened out the bottom to where they can run from the bottom to the top now. And I think that was last year when I was watching the rain clouds coming. I was pretty stressed out. So the good news is we got about a 10% chance of rain next week, which is perfect. We don't hardly have any shot of rain, but it's just one of those tracks that the best cars in dirt late model racing have run there. We run 2 of the biggest dirt late model races of the year. We run the Kings Royal presented by Crown Royal. We've got the 4 Crown Nationals. All the major divisions come there and run and put on good races. So it's just one of those tracks that there's nowhere else in the country you go that's like it. Kenny Schrader has the closest thing to Eldora, and we call it Little Eldora because it's the 3/8 mile in Peevely. It's basically the same thing as what we have this small.
And those are my kind of sprint cars right there, the ones without the roof on them.
Yeah, they're my kind of pace too. I'm still struggling in them.
When I think back in the day with AJ and Johnny Rutherford and Parnelli and all those guys that used to run the Terre Haute, the Indianapolis Fairgrounds, Springfield, no wings, just manpower, and that's what a sprint car ought to be like, I think.
It's 2 different types of racing. I mean, it's the same type of car, but you put 2 wings on it, and all of a sudden the lap times pick up about 2 seconds, and the driving style is totally different. I mean, I spent my USAC career running non-wing, so I was used to going just past the flag stand and backing it in the corner and having to lift, where now we run the wing sprint cars there, and I've been running a 360 car because I'm not brave enough to run a 410 there yet because it's just so much faster. It's about a second faster with the 410s, but with those cars, you run down the straightaway, and you get to the end of the straightaway and go to the corner, you don't lift, and you don't turn the wheel. You just kind of take the back steer out of it, and it'll turn itself and right on around through.
We were at Vegas, and I was over in the motorhome lot, and I heard them running the wing car over there at the dirt track out at Vegas. and I'm saying either the sound is funny or they never lift.
Yeah, yeah, they don't lift there.
You can hear it bog down, and then it'd go back running again.
Yeah, I mean, motor builders are the key to that deal. I mean, they run a 5 foot by 5 foot square wing, so you got 25 square foot of wing, and they run it about probably 35 degrees of wing in them. So I mean, it's pushing a lot of air. So it's a motor builder's nightmare. I mean, you never make the drivers happy. They never have enough horsepower, it seems like.
Well, the thing I saw interesting is the fact that not only are you a track promoter, you know something about making a track work right. I mean, as far as grading it, getting the water back out of it. You were telling me that story about how you learned to do all that.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with the late Ted Johnson, who owned the World of Outlaw series with the sprint cars, and I'd sit up in the suite, and we'd go to Texas or Charlotte, and I'd sit up there at a lot of the tracks, Talladega, and we'd be watching the races, and Ted would be kind of whining and dining all the sponsors, and I'd be sitting there, and I'd grab his radio and talk to the guy in the pace truck and have him roll the top down a little bit to where the groove would get wider, and you kind of learn from there. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff from Ted Johnson, and I've got a great promoter with Larry Kemp and Larry Bose who are at Eldora, and they've taught me a lot too. So it's a lot of it's just trial and error, and the number one factor that you got to play with and that you got to fight every week is Mother Nature, and she always wins no matter what. It seems like
that's a lot of pressure right there when you tell them how they should do it, and then they say,
wrong.
"Your turn."
Yeah, exactly.
Show me.
Yeah, I don't tell them too much. I mean, my specialty is more what to do when we're at the track. I mean, Larry are really good at knowing what to do through the week to get the right amount of moisture in the track and get it prepared for that night. But I've been to enough races and different tracks to know, once the night starts, what we need to do to make it better for each different division. I mean, when we have the World of Outlaw sprints there, they want it really slick and black across the track so they can move across the track and pass each other. The non-wing sprint cars want to have it a little bit tackier and have a cushion at the top. And then the dirt late models, they just want it black from the guardrail on the inside to the wall on the outside. They want it as smooth as they can get it and black on the ace of spades.
Wow.